This is verse 36 of the 13th chapter of the Gospel of John. We have an ongoing conversation in which Jesus has just advised his disciples that they should serve one another, and of course, undergirding that idea is that they love one another. But earlier, Jesus had said something about going away, and of course, that seems to have been what stuck in the minds of the disciples, because in spite of what Jesus has told them concerning loving one another and serving one another, this is the point to which Peter now returns. And so we have in verse 36, lege, from lego, I say, third person singular, present active indicative. So he says, auto, the indirect object. This is the dative singular masculine, so he says to him. Then the subject of the verb, Simon, Petros, so Peter says to him, to Jesus. Kyrie, the vocative of Kyrios, Lord, so Lord. Pu, this is the interrogative conjunction, and it's indeclinable, so pu hupages, where are you going? From hupago, I go away. This is the second person singular, present active indicative, so where are you going? The question mark there, semicolon, in English text is a question mark in Greek. Apokrythe, from apokrynomai, I answer. This is the third person singular, aorist active indicative in meaning. It's passive in form. So apokrythe, Jesus answered. Again, we have the dative singular masculine. Apokrynomai takes the dative, so he answered him, Jesus. Jesus answered him. Hupo, conjunction here, means where, not an interrogative conjunction, just where, hupago, I go. So this is, again, the same word. It's the first person singular, present active indicative. Where I go away is the idea, or where I go. The negation. Dunasai, this is from dunamai, I am able. This is the second person singular, present active indicative, not able. Moi, the first person pronoun in the dative now, and it's following from the verb apoluthesai. From apolutheo means I follow. It takes the dative, and so that's why we have the dative, then the indeclinable adverb nun. So where I am going, not able, me now to follow. You are not able to follow me. And then, of course, the same word again, only in this case it's the future. So this is the second person singular future active indicative. You will follow, but, soft conjunction, husteron. Afterwards is the idea. It's an indeclinable adverb. So you are not able to follow me now. You will eventually follow me. Most commentators take this as an allusion to Peter eventually, of course, dying and following Christ in death, and indeed following him even in the form of death and crucifixion, albeit by church history, or tradition at least, upside down. But one way or another, of course, what Jesus is saying is, I'm going away, and the disciples are understandably perplexed at this, and yet he's going to give them further assurance, of course, as the upper room discourse continues. But at this point, that obviously is a matter that is of some concern to them, hence the question raised now by Peter.